I think this team is ready to make a big push this year. Our side of the conference is going to be really strong. I think the West is going to be really, really tough. And so if we can do well and represent ourselves within our side of the conference, I think we can do some really special things.
Honestly, this team has it. That team had they was hardworking, they were driven. I know one of the things we talk about now is laser focus, which we learned from the program. And that 2018 team, they had that, and this team this year has that as well. So honestly, the characteristics are the same. I think this team is a lot more kind of lighthearted and really fun. So they have a really good balance of being kind of goofy, kind of fun, but also down to business, and they know what's up and they know what the goal is.
And every time we come into the gym, our focus level is pretty good and better than normal. And you could just tell every time someone steps on the court, they're there to compete, and everybody is trying to get 1% better every day. And you could see that through everybody's play.
We have a lot of players now, which is good to see. I think the competitive drive is a little bit different this year than it was last year. Not to say that it wasn't there last year. We were competitive last year, but we were also a smaller team. So it's kind of we weren't able to go into opportunities the same as we are this year because we didn't have the depth. We had to save bodies, save legs, etc. This year, it's constant competition, constant pushing in the weight room, in the gym, in all aspects. So I would say the competitive drive is definitely a little more intense this year, which is good to see.
Yeah, this is a staff that I think is really elevating our game on the court and off the court. It's a group that I really enjoy coming to work every single day and getting to work with, but it's also a group that knows the game really well, knows how to recruit and identify talent, knows how to identify weaknesses within our current girls, and really is forward thinking in our approach of how we want to attack our weaknesses and also highlighting our strengths. So yeah, they're doing a great job of moving our program forward.
Who is a newcomer on this year's team that Eastern Michigan fans should get to know their name?
Sabrina Grimm. She's coming in hot. I think she's going to do really good things in her freshman year. She's made the leadership group, so she's already someone that the team sees as someone to look up to, someone to go to, someone to keep up with. Basically, she works hard in the weight room. She's the strongest girl I've ever seen. And in the gym, she's constantly communicating, She's very coachable, always wanting feedback, hits the ball harder than any freshman I've seen, and she's a smart player, and she's good all around.
Who's a returning player this year that has totally elevated their game?
KB. Not only just on the court, but off the court, also her leadership. You can definitely tell she's more comfortable on the court and speaking up and having a voice and kind of just taking control, which is nice to see.
But when you think about you individually, at the end of the season, what's something that you'll hope you accomplished or that would make you feel like it was a successful season?
I hope to be Defensive Player of the Year, and through the summer and stuff, I've been working on that, going and getting extra reps on both serve, receive, and defense, and I think it can be a good year.
First team All-MAC. That's probably my most wow, because that means the MAC is seeing me as a player, and that means I'm representing my school well and my team well, and that just feels good to be recognized like that.
I'm really proud of how this group has really encouraged the newcomers to be their most authentic selves right from day one. Our girls are silly, they're fun, they bring a lot of energy everywhere that they go. And it really has encouraged those newcomers to feel welcome and feel like they can be silly and be fun. And it enriches the entire program. I think we put on a heck of a show. From our production teams, the music, the lights, the videos, to also the show that our girls put on. I think it's a really fun environment. And anybody who gives volleyball a chance, they realize that this is a really fun sport with incredible athletes doing incredibly athletic things, but also having a lot of fun and celebrating. So I think we put on a great show.